I hate Saturday morning surgeries.
Oh, it's only because you got a hangover.
Morning.
Told you to take it easy.
You're the one that got the black vodka out.
I needed something to spend the night with Posh and Beck's next door.
How late did we stay up? I can't remember.
Very late indeed.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you remember getting the ice cream out?
Vaguely.
Then plonking yourself down in front of the telly with it while you're watching monster truck racing until 4 in the morning.
Oh, yeah. It's all coming back to me now. Oh, me head.
Oh, physician, heal thyself.
Go on, then.
You realise by doing this there's no chance of it being settled amicably, don't you?
And if you don't do it, there's no chance of you seeing Adam.
Yeah, maybe I ought to give her another couple of days.
She's had 12 flaming years.
Exactly, so what harm will another weekend do?
Michael, I can't believe you're letting that woman walk all over you like this.
She can make it very, very difficult for me.
She can't make it any worse than it already is. Anyway, why should she call all the shots? After what she's done, she should be bending over backwards to make things up to you.
If it was just between her and me, I wouldn't think twice about going in so heavy, but it's not.
Look, Mike, he's your son. The law's going to be on your side, and until you spell that out to her, she's just going to keep you dangling.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Good morning, Rita.
Morning. 45.
Rita, I was wondering
Probably
if...
nothing at all, but I mean, you can't be too careful with knees, can you? Oh, hello, Anthony.
Oh, hello, Norris.
So what do you think? Shall I go to the doctor or not?
Not what?
About my knees. I knew you weren't taking any notice. I don't know what's got into her this morning.
I had a very bad night, as a matter of fact. In fact, I shall take this coffee upstairs.
Oh, charming.
I don't know why you have to ring every day.
Because I happen to think that the situation's very important.
Yeah, well, I'll ring you when I've got something to tell you.
Oh, yeah? What are we talking about here? Days, weeks, months?
Look, it's not easy for me.
Right, well, the sooner you get it sorted out, then the better.
He's at a very difficult age. Something like this could be really traumatic for him.
He's old enough to know the truth. He deserves to know the truth.
I have tried to talk to him. In fact, I sat him down last night.
And?
He's having problems at school. I mean, to drop something like this on him now...
Well, if he's having problems, perhaps I could help.
You don't know him. You don't know anything about him.
Oh, yeah? Whose fault's that?
Look, all I'm asking is that you let me break the news to him gently in my own time.
Do you know what I think? I think you haven't got any intention of telling him about me.
Of course I have.
Nah, you're just playing for time. You think if you ignore me long enough, I'll go away.
Mike, that's not true.
All right, prove it. Let me see Adam today.
I can't do that.
Right, well, you leave me no alternative than to put it in the hands of my solicitor.
What?
You think you're holding all the cards, but you don't. You were married to me when you had Adam. He's my son and I've got rights.
You're being ridiculous.
No, I'm not. I'm taking the only course of action left open to me.
Well done, Mike. Proud of you. Oh.
Come in.
Oh, morning, Doctor.
Mr. Cole, have a seat.
Oh, thank you very much. There's a very strange smell in here, Doctor.
Yeah?
Yes, it smells more like Roy's Rolls than a medical centre.
What seems to be the problem?
But it's my knees, you see. I mean, look, well, they're creaking like rusty hinges. Now, I know you probably say it's nothing at all, but there is a history of arthritis in our family, especially on my mother's side. You see, she was... You all right, Doctor?
Me? Yeah, I'm fine.
Well, you don't look it. In fact, you look terrible.
No, I'm fine. Let's roll that trouser leg up and have a look at that knee, eh?
Right.
So why did you want to be foster parents? Can't you and Mrs. Cropper have children?
No, we felt we wanted to get involved and make a contribution, and we wanted to help young people.
What's this?
A letter from the council. They're contracting someone else for the Columbia Road job.
What's that got to do with me?
Well, if you'd done a proper job on that damn course, this wouldn't have happened.
Don't use me as a scapegoat. The council passed my work.
Just. And only because Sinclair turned a blind eye, which is more than I can say for his boss.
Anyway, you could spend 10 grand damp-proofing that cell and it still won't stay dry.
Oh, try telling that to Dr. Flaming Ramsden. He's the one kicking up a fuss about shoddy work.
Well, can't you appeal or something? At least put your side of the argument.
What? An unscrupulous developer like me against a local GP trying to do his best for the good people of Weatherfield. It's obvious who they'd believe.
Do you mind if I see you? No, sure, feel free.
I'm Sarah Platt, by the way.
Yeah, I've seen you around school.
Oh, so you're staying with Roy and Hayley for a while then?
Yeah, that's right. No, do you?
Yeah, really well. In fact, Hayley's my daughter's godmother. Well, anyway, I just thought I'd say hello, and I just live down the road, so if you fancy popping around or anything.
Yeah, thanks.
I think Jackie's made a new friend.
What? Oh, yes.
Actually, I put Sarah up to it. Well, not put her up to it exactly, but I did hint that she might help make Jackie feel welcome.
Was that necessary?
Well, I just thought she might want to spend a bit of time with people who are more her own age.
Yes, I suppose.
Is there something wrong?
Well, it does worry me slightly, the issue of your sexuality.
Oh, I think we've been spending too much time with social workers. It's starting to rub off.
Well, aren't you worried that she's going to find out?
I've got nothing to hide.
So perhaps we should talk to her about it ourselves.
Then I'd feel like we're making too big an issue out of it.
Well, exactly. It is a dilemma. You've got to admit.
I've been looking for you all morning. Well, I went to the Gazette to drop my article off and the features editor took me to lunch. What is it?
I've had Susan on the phone. She's in a terrible state.
Why? What's happened?
Mike Baldwin's threatening to take her to court if he doesn't get access to Adam.
I told him to leave her alone.
Honestly, she's furious. She said she's going to up sticks and move if he doesn't leave her alone.
She wouldn't do that, would she?
Oh, I won't put anything past her. This is really doing her head in.
Right, I better phone and speak to her.
Okay.
Hello, Susan and Adam can't get to the phone at the moment, but please leave a message and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Oh, hello, Susan. It's Dad.
What are you doing?
Well, could you ring back?
We're going away.
Thanks. Bye.
On holiday. We're going on holiday.
Where to? You never said.
To Ireland. We're going to visit Helen and Rob.
We're going today? Now?
Yeah. We're going to hit the road. We could be there by tonight. Come on. It's going to be fun. Well, why don't you go and grab your bag and get packing, yeah?
I don't see why we should feel obliged to divulge every detail of our lives to every child we look after.
Yes, but if we don't, we run the risk of them finding out from somebody else.
Why can't we just enjoy having Jackie about without having to worry about issues all the time?
Yes, you're right. I do have a tendency to overanalyse and worry needlessly.
Oh, we both do, and it's time we stopped.
Good idea.
So, why don't we all go out and do something tonight?
Oh, why not? Where do you have in mind?
I don't know. Let's ask Jackie. Jackie?
Yeah?
Do you fancy doing something tonight instead of just staying in?
Well, I was going to go out with my mates.
Oh, well, maybe another night, eh?
I can always see them after.
Fine, then. Well, what do you fancy doing?
I don't know.
Oh, there's a talk on the Manchester Martyrs at the community centre.
Are they a dance band?
What? Not exactly. No, never mind.
How about pictures?
There's nothing I fancy.
I wonder if there's a fair on anywhere. Or we could go ice skating.
I like bowling.
Bowling?
Right. We'll go bowling.
It's not even the school holidays. We can't just leave.
We can do whatever we want.
What's going on?
Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to spring this on you. The thing is, I really need to get away. I've been having a difficult time and I haven't been able to talk to you about it, and I'm sorry. But I will. thing is, we haven't got time now, but will you please do this for me?
But, Mum...
Oh, come on, Adam, we haven't got time, I've told you.
But he insisted there was nothing wrong with me, despite me twinges and me stiffness, and despite what Anthony's book had to say on the matter.
What book's this?
Oh, it's a medical encyclopedia he donated to Emily Bishop for her, you know, for her charities. But I snapped it up. I mean, the section on parasitic diseases alone
I don't
is
want to know about that.
No, nor did Dr. Ramsden. Oh, I don't know, Rita. You'd have to be at death's door before he'd do anything. I think I might see a homeopath.
Oh, I had a feeling you might come looking for me.
Did you now?
Well, I knew it wouldn't be long before you and your brother came to the conclusion that it was me who put the idea of divorce into your father's head.
And you, I suppose, are the innocent victim in all of this?
No, but I'm totally against the idea.
You've told my father this, have you?
In no uncertain terms, believe me.
And I suppose you're also going to tell me you were totally against him moving in next door to you?
That's a different matter.
Yes, but all part of the master plan. Hmm?
Do you fancy some wine with this?
No, find me water.
You sure?
Mm-hmm. So, what is this thing that you wanted to talk to me about?
The council won't be signing the contract.
What do you mean, they're not going ahead with the redevelopment?
Oh, yeah, they're going ahead. But the work won't be carried out by us.
Dougie, they can't just dump us like that.
Oh, yes, they can.
No. You said it was an absolute cert. You showed me a letter of intent. They can't pull out.
They can and they have.
No, I'm not going to get done over like this. I'm going to talk to my solicitor.
No, you're wasting your time, Dev. They call the shots. And besides, I'm in their bad books.
Tell me more.
Are you so desperate to get married you can't just wait until my mother's passed away?
This has nothing to do with any future plans your father and I may have.
Oh, come off it. The idea would never have entered his head before he met you.
If anybody's responsible for the way your father's behaving, it's you. You're the one who's always telling him how to live his life. No wonder he rails against you.
So, daring to remind him that he has a wife, my mother, that's wrong of me.
I didn't say that.
Trying to stop him from blotting her out of his life, that's pushing him into a corner, is it?
He's not trying to blot her out of his life.
Oh, you could have fooled me.
Look, your father and mother don't exactly have a normal marriage.
She is dying of a degenerative disease, for God's sake.
Which is terrible, I know. And your father feels desperately sad about it.
So why divorce her? Why not just try and support her for what little time she may have left?
I suppose because he feels he's being hypocritical.
My mother can't respond to a divorce petition. She doesn't know what day it is.
I agree. But your father obviously feels that things can't carry on the way they are.
You are destroying this family. Do you know that?
That's the last thing I want to happen. I'm just as much against him going through with this divorce as you are, whether you believe me or not. And at the end of the day, it's his decision, not yours. And it's certainly not mine.
Dougie, I want the money I invested back. Straight away.
Yeah, you'll get it.
Yeah, in full.
Well, obviously, a certain amount of it has already been spent on materials.
Really? How much?
Well, if we share the losses, we'll be down about 10 grand each.
Correction. You, my friend, are down 20. I want my money back.
Look, Dev, there's a certain amount of risk to every business deal. You win some, you lose some. Yeah, but you made a killing when you bought my house.
Yeah, so what is this, your revenge?
No.
No, listen, you think you're going to get one over on me? You're not.
Look, I've been in this game 20 years and I have never had a complaint like this before. The trouble is, some of the people I employ don't have the same standards as me.
Really? What are we talking, Steve McDonald by any chance? Are we? Yeah?
I used to pass this place on my way to work every day. Never set foot inside.
Until today.
What size shoes do you buy?
8.5. Why?
You've got to wear bowling shoes so lanes don't get scratched. Even I know that.
I'd sooner not wear shoes that have been on somebody else's feet if it's all the same.
Why not? You won't catch anything.
I am somewhat fanatical about hygiene. It's occupational necessity.
Yeah, well, don't worry. We'll pop your socks into some boiling water when we get you home. I hope you're not going to be like this all evening.
Like what?
Why can't you just let your hair down? Have a laugh.
As a matter of fact, I'm looking forward to the game. I got this from the library this afternoon.
A book? You brought a book with you?
Yes, and I've read it from cover to cover. So who's lead off?
That's £6.80, please,
Oh,
Steve.
no, it isn't. No, for Mr. McDonald, the price of everything in the shop's just gone up.
What are you on about?
Yeah, loaf of bread to you, 20 quid. Cornflakes, 50.
You can't do that.
What do you mean? What, I can't hike up my prices, sell stuff that's gone off? Why not? You can swindle people for a living, why can't I?
Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, come here. Your shoddy workmanship has just cost me a lot of money today, my son. I'm going to make sure you pay.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't know what you're talking about. But I think I'll get my cornflakes from someone else.
I think it's a great idea. I think it's a very good idea.
What was all that about?
Am I in the doghouse?
No, I just don't understand why you're so hell-bent on doing something so unfeeling.
Well, it's a pity because yours is the one opinion I really value.
Well, maybe it's time you listen to a few more people.
I'd be happy to, as long as they don't browbeat me and give me ultimatums.
Well, listen to your conscience, then, if you've got one.
Now, that was a bit unfair, Rita.
Well, I don't think it's fair the way your family are blaming me for what you're doing.
Well, they always do that. It stops them having to think or see things as they should do.
No, maybe they're right to blame me. I know I blame me. If we hadn't met...
No, don't say that.
Well, according to Amanda, this is all part of my master plan.
What, did she say that?
Yes.
She has no right to.
She has every right. And more important, she has feelings.
Can I use your phone,
No,
please?
you'll only make matters worse.
Roy, what are you doing?
Just perfecting my technique.
I do apologise for this, Jackie.
It's okay. I'm enjoying this.
The approach begins with the short shuffle step. The ball remains forward and out. See figure 4.9.
This is fantastic. I've never seen anything like it.
The push away of the ball coincides with the first step of the right foot. The left arm is moved into a balanced position. And the ball is allowed to move downwards into the pendulum swing.
Roy, just throw the ball.
Hard luck, Roy.
I don't seem to have the hand-eye coordination.
Is it my go?
As long as Isabel's illness drags on, I have to put my life on hold. I find myself resenting her and hating her.
I don't think you should be saying any of this.
You know, sometimes I wish she would just die and put us all out of our misery. And it's shocking. I mean, it's true. And then I hate myself for my thoughts, and I'm consumed by guilt. I mean, guilt which Amanda and Gregory are very quick to pick up on. And so I put my life back on hold for a while, and then the resentment comes back, and the cycle begins again. See, I'm callous, and I'm insensitive, and I'm unforgiving. I mean, all the things they say I am, and worse. In fact, I shouldn't be divorcing Isabel. She should be divorcing me.
You're never so good at this. Thanks. I've had a lot of practice. I used to come here every week with my dad. Not been since.
You must really miss him.
I do, but that was a long time ago. And me and my mum are a real team. And we will be again when she comes out of hospital.
She'll be better in no time, you'll see.
Thanks. I was dead worried when they said I had to be fostered, but I think you and Ryan are dead nice.
Thanks.
Everything all right?
Yeah.
I didn't get sandwiches. The fillings look very meagre. In fact, I thought we might go for a pizza afterwards.
Well, that's a great idea. Oh, unless have you arranged to meet some friends, Jackie?
I can meet them anytime. I'd much rather go for a pizza. Pasta, actually, less fat.
That's settled then. Is it my go?
Yeah.
The chap in the refreshment hall suggested that I try a hook ball.
Get on with it, Roy.
Keep the change.
Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Cheers. Listen, Mike, we can get loads of videos and computer games in for when he comes to stay, eh?
Well, don't jump the gun. Haven't seen the solicitor yet.
Oh, you put the wind right up this afternoon. She knows she's going to have to let you see him sooner or later.
Well, I hope Susan sees it that way.
I want to work with you.
Oh, here we go again. Now what?
I understand you've been harassing Susan, making threats.
He's done nothing of the kind.
If you don't mind, it's between me and him.
Hey, Barlow, this is my husband we're talking about.
I asked you to stay out of Adam's life and off Susan's back.
And I told you if I wanted to see my son, that is my business.
You can't force your way into Adam's life. All you're doing is upsetting everybody.
Oh, you could have brass neck, you have. You should be hanging your head in shame, not laying down the law.
Susan had good reasons for doing what she did. You've only got to look at the way you're behaving now.
I think I'm being very reasonable.
Well, can't you see? All you're doing is chasing him away. Susan is already threatening to leave.
Well, she can't hide forever. I'll find her.
OK, I asked you. Now I'm telling you. Stay away from both of them!
Dad. The police have just been round. There's been an accident.
What sort of accident? What are you talking about?
Car crash. On the motorway. Susan's dead.